Hello, my name is Clark Haskins, and I'm with Sage North America Center of Excellence. This is part of a series of videos on how to implement preventive maintenance in Sage X3. This video will cover component lists and maintenance tasks. In previous videos on implementing preventive maintenance in Sage X3, we've discussed the maintenance task product category, and the product setup. In another video, we discussed equipment and resources. Let's go to the component list. The component list is similar to a production BOM. In the case of the component list, our parent product is our maintenance task product. As stated in the maintenance task product implementation video, this is a non-managed product in stock. We are not receiving product into our inventory. A job ticket BOM code needs to be defined. Let's navigate away to the job ticket BOM code function. You'll find that in preventive maintenance, technical data, job ticket BOM code. By default, the BOM type will be job ticket. We will enter our BOM code description, short description if necessary, any access code information if required, and a site is also a possibility for entry. Under the Use section, we'll select manufacturing and we'll select cost calculation. Because we're not receiving product into stock, we do not need to select MRP processing or MPS processing. Please note, this does not mean that the MRP calculation will not include the components of a job ticket. In fact, running MRP, the components of a job ticket will be included and will show as requirements, depending on your stock levels, of course, but the results will be in an MRP in your various workbenches. Close out of here. And we can have a description for the component list. Typically, it defaults to the description of the product in the maintenance task product. The management unit will typically be 1 with a base unit of 1, but other options are available if required. Validity start date and validity end date fields are available. And of course, we've got our use status option for in development or available to use. Just like with the production BOM, a component list needs to be set to available to use in order to be able to use it on a job ticket. The components are entered in the same manner they are on a job ticket. We would enter our UOM link quantity, which would populate our stock quantity. We can decide whether or not our link quantity is proportional or whether it's fixed. Proportional, of course, where the quantity of the component is multiplied by the quantity of the maintenance task product. Setting to fixed means the quantity of the component is fixed. It's the exact value as shown. Now, I want to specifically remind you of the availability of text fields for the component list available for specific instructions for the components. We have both header text and line text entry that's available. Why is this relevant? It exists in a production BOM, but because a component list or a job ticket may not be utilized as often and special instructions may be required in terms of storage, in terms of instruction, in terms of selecting the appropriate product. For example, for a pump or a motor, we may be looking for a specific tag to validate that it's been refurbished, to validate its inspection, anything like that. And of course, attachments are available in the function, so we can add that as well once it's created. And comments can be added too. Now, when a maintenance task does not contain components, think of diagnostics or measurement requirements, or when components are simply not known, like a diagnostic task, we would use component type set to text. And the link description could be add components as required. And we would save. Once our component list is complete, we can use our general menu to navigate to the maintenance task, or we can just click the maintenance task function here. And you notice it's pre-populated with the maintenance task product. And the maintenance task itself is just like routing in manufacturing. Now our job ticket routing code, again, separate function, specific to job tickets. Entering our job ticket code, our description, a short description, our use would be manufacturing or costs, and our associated BOMs, we have number 10 entered, so we would enter any BOM code that would be utilizing the same job ticket routing. Typically it would be 1, but if there are other requirements, the capability is there to have up to 3. So the header section is the same as a routing. Let's go to tasks. So as mentioned, the key difference is instead of work centers, we have equipment and resource, which are covered in the How to Implement Preventive Maintenance video on equipment and resources. Please refer to that if you've not seen it already. Now, equipment is just like a machine work center in that it's populated first in the task. It represents the where the resource is similar to the labor work center. Each has their separate fields. And then we have our task time code. You see our 2 options. We have proportional, where the amount of time for this task is associated to is in proportion to the quantity on the job ticket, versus fixed, the amount of time that you see, the 1.5, it will always be the same for the job ticket. For the maintenance task, we would enter the time based on the unit of measure selected in the header. Just scrolling up here, we see our time unit is hours, and just like a routing, we could also select minutes. Another area to draw to your attention is our resource factor. 1 indicates that it's a single resource being used. 2 another number indicates multiple resources being used. The resource factor value is utilized in the cost calculation. So if there are multiple resources, that would be calculating the rate per resource per hour. As you see in this example, a maintenance task can have multiple operations involving multiple equipment or multiple resources shown as a separate task line. In this case, we have the same equipment and we have a mechanical task and an electrical task. Our resource 01 is our mechanical resource and a resource 02 is our electrical resource. Text is available to provide instructions in terms of working instructions, any details associated with the specific task. As well, you can go to your routing operation detail. You can renumber all functions similar to the routing code. So in summary, when implementing preventive maintenance in Sage X3, for the component list and the maintenance task, the key points are for the component list, we've got to set up the job ticket BOM code. We need to ensure the component list is set to available to use to be able to use the component list on a job ticket. Consider the link quantity code and use component type text when components are not known. For the maintenance task, we want to set up job ticket routing code. We want to ensure the set available to use so that the maintenance task can be used on the job ticket. A maintenance task can have multiple operations, multiple equipment, and multiple resources. It is very flexible. Operation line text can be used to add instructions for each of the specific operation lines, and documentation can be added via attachments. Thank you for watching this video on implementing preventive maintenance in Sage X3. Please look for other videos in the series.